Mark is off this week, but there is no vacation for the Newshounds. They put together the best animal stories of the week.
Whew, they are busy. Here are Lui and Oliver with this week's edition of the Newshounds.
Here's the Newshounds, Lui and Oliver, with their World News Roundup.
This week on the Newshounds, that's one big sunfish,
a brand new pygmy hippo,
and a brand new baby sloth.
But first, a pair of spotted-necked otters, native to Africa, are making themselves at home in the Oregon Zoo in Portland. The pair, named Lui and Oliver, arrived at the zoo last month and are now exploring their new home in the zoo's African rainforest habitat. Lui and Oliver were brought to Oregon from other zoos as part of a species survival plan for the spotted-necked otter. The species is listed as near threatened in Africa due to a loss of habitat, pollution, and invasive species.
Speaking of endangered species, there's a new baby pygmy hippo running around a zoo in France. Leah, the mother, is still protective of her newborn, not letting her out into the natural elements yet. Unlike common hippos, pygmy hippos usually live alone, except when they are mating or with a calf. They're mainly nocturnal, spending the day in the water and moving to land at night to feed on leaves and grasses. Pygmy hippos can be found in Western Africa and in zoos around the world.
London Zoo released pictures of its latest edition, a new baby sloth, reportedly born in an uncharacteristic hurry. Terry, the tiny two-toed sloth, was born to Mother Marilyn. Its sex is still unknown. The zoo says the baby had surprised zookeepers with its hasty arrival for a species famed for taking its time. They looked in on Marilyn one morning. No baby, no signs of labor. Well, then, less than an hour later, baby Terry was spotted with mom. Mother and baby are said to be doing well.
And finally, holy mola, a Laguna Beach paddleboarder ran into what he thinks may be the biggest sunfish around. The fish is known as a mola mola. The paddleboarder estimated this guy is about 10 feet long based on his 14-foot paddleboard. He says he's seen about a dozen sunfish in his many years on the water, but this was the biggest and the closest to the beach. Sunfish are usually found further out at sea. Holy mola is right.
And that's this week's edition of the Newshounds.